Welcome to your weekend focus for April the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. You guys rock. Thank you. Now, let's see what the energy... Oh, we almost had a card flip over there. Let's cut those cards here. Lay out 5 because it is the weekend. And we start with, the Magician appears in the very first spot. Well, when the Magician appears in the very first spot, I'm just going to get this out of the way right now, okay? Remember that the Magician is just that, the Magician. Which means that he's a trickster. Which means that you're pretty sure the coin is in his hand, and yet it's behind your ear. So be careful of oversight in your life, not seeing the trick, not seeing the where you might step over something or ignore something that ends up was very important, and you should have put more energy or focus in that direction. It's the illusion that you are going in the right direction, that you're putting your focus in the right place, or that you need to concentrate on certain things that really don't matter long run. So very much keep your focus. But with the Magician, now that we got that out of the way, when he's in the first position, I do have to warn you about that, because it could go either way. We don't want to start, just moving too fast forward, especially with the Mercury retrograde. We don't want to be moving too fast forward. And we have Venus is actually going back into Aries this weekend. So we're going to feel that sense of optimism, that going forward. And we have the moon in Cancer for most of the weekend. So we're going to want that happiness and joy, that security through people and situations. We're going to be relaxed. We're going to be going with the flow a little bit more. And so we can miss the things that we need to put our attention on. Or we could say yes to something that we really shouldn't have, or no to something that we really should have said yes to if we would have given it thought, if we would have given it the focus. But the Magician is here to ask you, what do you want? What is your definition of abundance? Here I am to grant it to you. So this is a dream building weekend for you. Definitely with the Magician as the first card here. And you want to get into detail. You want to understand what you're willing to sacrifice or give. Maybe it's your energy, maybe it's your time, maybe it's your resources that are needed to really bring that dream alive, to reach that goal, to manifest that desire. So what are you willing to give? Does it really matter to you? And is it in different areas of your life? Is it just one wish and it only affects maybe work or play or external pressures, or is it something that relates to more than one part of your life, and it will snowball into other parts of your life? And what does that part of your life look like now that your dream is manifested, your goal is realized? So, and we want to be specific, right? We don't want to be that person that, says, oh, I want money, and then you walk out and the first step on the sidewalk you find a coin, because your wish has been granted. So be specific. What do you need that money for? What will it bring in? What kind of potential does it have for you to have that money? Is it to pay off the bills so that you can have that peace of mind? Is it to pay for a big wedding? Is it to move into a home? Is it to buy a car? Is it to start that career? Is it to start up some kind of organization in the community, or give a large helping hand where it's needed? Maybe to a loved one, maybe a community effort. Queen of Cups. Love yourself. See the beauty of who you are. And yes, love others. Be the humanitarian. Page of Coins. Yes, this is very young energy for a direction of walking into abundance. She is the young adolescent leaving home for the first time. And she leaves the security, she leaves the love of her family home to venture out into this large world full of optimism. That's Peanut's brother barking. And every time he comes out, I don't know if you can hear him or not, but he's loud today. He wants to see Peanut, but Peanut just wants to lay here, so. But every time he comes out, he barks for Peanut to come out. So, Page of Coins. So we are the young adolescent leaving our home. We're going in search of our independence, of our dreams, of our goals. We're optimistic. We know we can do this. We know we've got this. We know it'll all work out and better than we planned. We're full of dreams. Wow, it's our dream. So what are you dreaming of for your new path of abundance? You hold that coin there. You're a young energy. What is that new path? What are the seeds you planted in the new moon? Faith, meditation, prayer, reflection. Talk to God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe, source. Open up to the answers that will be revealed. Obviously, we are highly intuitive this weekend. Now, ask the question, but you have to, with the magician here as the first card, you can't barter with the answer. The answer is the answer. You say, I want a lot of money, and you hear a resounding no. It's not going to happen. You need to change your focus. You need to change your direction. You need to change your desire. And when you start bartering with that no, and you say but, and then you start to hear this voice saying, okay, well, we could work this out. And that's your ego comforting you, making you feel safe, giving you a false hope, a false realism about your tomorrow. So when you ask those questions to God and your angels, your spirit guides, source, and you hear the answer, now you have to figure out what you're going to do with that answer, how you're going to take that answer and move yourself forward in a certain way. High Priestess. Well, she's been popular, hasn't she? She just loved this new moon. She's out there and she is ready to bring in some kind of spiritual abundance. So what a powerful, powerful weekend we have, because we start with the Magician, we end with the High Priestess. We have a Queen and a Page here, Queen of Cups, talking about loving ourselves. And then the Page of Coins right in the middle saying, look forward to the abundance that you want to step into. And then have the faith that it's going to come to you. And have the faith in yourself that you are deserving of it, because that's what the Queen of Cups is telling you, that you are deserving. See the beauty of who you are. See the magnificence of who you are. If you see flaws within yourself, it's only because that's the way you are looking at it. What you may see as an incredible flaw in your life is actually something that somebody else looks at and says, wow, I wish I was more like that person. You're the right height, you're the right size, you're the right everything. You're in the right place at the right time. So embrace who you are and see the beauty of what you are stepping into and who you are creating as the new you. Each and every day we evolve. Let's get our angels out here. I'll take 3 angels. So this is a weekend of magic. This is a weekend of, new moon affirmations. Huge right now. Please, do a mantra for yourself. Take the time to write out a mission statement for yourself. Have a few affirmations. I've got the new moon affirmation out there. I've got a morning meditation that has all kinds of affirmations in it. I have a breathing that covers off some beautiful affirmations that you can say to yourself on a daily basis and start retraining your mind to have positive thoughts rather than the negative, rather than beating yourself up, rather than like yesterday or Thursday's energy was all about, watching out for beating ourselves up and thinking we're not good enough, deserving enough. Of course you are. Of course you are. So who do we have first? Look at this. Peace. Now, Venus is moving into Aries, and we have a Cancer moon and a Taurus sun. The Taurus sun makes us stop and smell the roses. The Taurus sun makes us want to just back it up, to slow it down, to feel the stability, to feel the peace. Release the past. There's a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So maybe that's part of the faith as well. For where you can't see a way out, you have to let go and let God. And you don't have to understand how it's all going to come together. It'll just come together. You almost have to look at the universe, God, your angels, your spirit guides, source, as your parent. You are the child of. No parent would ever refuse their child anything in life. They may say no, but there's always that push point past where the parent will say, of course you can. Parents want to make their children happy. So of course when we ask for something, it will show up in our lives. So are we walking around in this little dark cloud, allowing those negative thoughts to fester? Because if you're asking for, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not rich enough, you're not socially outward enough, whatever your reason is that you can't go forward, if you're saying those things on a continuous basis to yourself, then you are making it your reality. And when you start saying, I'm deserving, I'm beautiful, I'm magnificent, your mind starts hearing those things. So let go of the past, especially the past way you've been thinking. We have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of thoughts each day. So transform those thoughts into a positive affirmation, a mission statement, a mantra about who you are and where you are going. Release the past. The past isn't a big deal right now. It's moving forward. It's keeping our eyes on forward. So release and let God. Give it up to God for anything that is troubling you, bringing in stress, bringing in worry. And go and be in the moment and try to bring enjoyment into your day, into your life. You have the Six of Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. So the material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Expect it with the High Priestess and the Magician, both as our bookends here of this reading. Expect for the magical, the beautiful to start coming into your life. Just expect it to be there. It's going to be there. It's like Christmas morning or your birthday. There's going to be a present. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat the small stuff. Acts of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. And I kind of got that with the Queen of Cups. It's also about the humanitarian in you. The Seven of Raphael, time to make a decision, be clear on what you want, and take action, and need for detoxification. So detoxification could be grounding yourself in nature, getting out there. It could be a chakra meditation. If you don't know what that is, type it into the YouTube search bar, CHAKRA, and you'll get 1,001 different videos for a chakra meditation. And it may take you some time to get through and find one that really suits your personality or your time restraints. But with a little bit of effort, you'll find one that really fits with you. And it does allow a lot of negative energy to be released and a lot of positive energy fueling you. A need for detoxification. So that could be through meditation. That could be through prayer. That could be that big heart-to-heart with yourself and times of reflection. A time to make a decision. I'm a little leery on that one. So, only make the decision if you have thought it out, you have looked at everything. You're sure beyond a shadow of a doubt because we are in the Mercury retrograde. I'd hate for somebody to say, okay, I'm doing it, only to turn around in another couple of weeks and say, I really should not have done that. So, I would make a decision, maybe more of a resolution to yourself, or a promise to yourself that you are going to change in a certain way, or do a certain thing different, or um, take a different approach or a new step, and see where it leads. Let's get a Journey of Love card here because it's the weekend. Or you know what? I feel the animals. So Journey of Love we're not going to do. Because as I went over the animals, I heard more of a calling from them. So I never know what I'm going to do. I just allow to be led. Oh, the wisdom of the owl comes in. With all this magic, we better be tapping into the wisdom of the owl as well. Oh, I went right by him. Wisdom, second sight, magic, secrets, truth, and wisdom. A wise old owl lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why can't we all be like that wise old bird? If owl has arrived in your reading, it symbolizes the wisdom that you have, which spans your earthly years. Those who those who you come in contact with may be drawn to you for sage advice, your second sight, your keen ability to keep secrets. You can sense truth and untruth in people and in situations, though you don't always follow through on your gut instincts. You don't always listen to your intuition. Owl tells you that you are interpreting the signs correctly, and to believe in your psychic abilities, which are a gift, not a curse, despite the information that you receive. Despite the information you receive, you are highly intuitive. You do have that connection. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. It's not the other way around. You don't have to grow your spirituality. You don't have to work on your spirituality. That's already a part of you. It's being human. That's the hard part here. Owl can also mean that there is someone trying to keep a secret from you or being untruthful. This may, this is not, this is not you being oversensitive. So if you're thinking that the situation is a little off or somebody's being a little untrustworthy, chances are you're very right. You are intuitively being guided to that information. Follow through on feelings you have with your second sight, for if you don't, you may indeed regret it later on. So kind of like what I've been saying throughout a lot of the reading is we don't want to be going too fast. We don't want to just be making a decision and feeling all optimistic and all full of passion and love and relaxation and joy, because I think that that's very much a part of this weekend, but we still need to be grounded. So we need to back it up. So we need to, as much as we want to step into the enjoyment of the moment, to make sure that we are being grounded and we are putting our focus in the proper direction. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.